All righty. Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. I do want to welcome everyone from around the country, around the globe. Those of you that are here live on the Zoom, those that are live on the Facebook, those who might be watching the replay. We want to welcome all of you tonight. We're going to have a very short but powerful Zoom tonight. I just got done working out. If you can't tell, I'm still kind of all sweaty. Then I have to hop in the shower, and we're going to meet some people for dinner. We got some people in from out of town. So we're going to be short tonight, but we are going to be powerful. So I want to kind of jump right into this without any further preamble. Give you guys a better sense as to who we are, where we're going, why we're exploding. For those of you that I have not met, my name is Todd. I am broadcasting from Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. And for my wife, Gina, and I, this has just been one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch yourself kind of experiences. We've, told a few who told a few, and next thing you know, we've seen our team spread to 63 different countries. Now, understand, I say that not to impress you, but to impress upon you. It isn't us, because most of our team doesn't speak English, and we barely speak one language, English. We got a big growing team in Japan. If you can't tell, I don't speak Japanese. We got a big team in Latin America. I don't speak Spanish. We have a massive team in over in French, or throughout France and French Polynesian Islands and other French territories. Again, my wife and I don't speak French. We got people who speak Portuguese, Russian, and again, we barely speak English. So again, I'm trying to point out this, the power of the concept that we are here to share tonight. And of course, this concept, by the way, Trevorium is actually new. So the parent company is not new. It's going into its 9th year in business, but the Trevorium concept is new. And so you kind of get the best of both worlds here with our company. You are here at the very beginning, the very genesis. No one's ever heard of Trevorium, and yet the company backing that up is now going into its 9th year in business, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe, 63 different countries, et cetera, et cetera. Now, as we get into our presentation, we always have to give the legal disclaimer that the attorneys make us read, which is to remind you that although we've had big time success in the past, that is not a guarantee of success in the future. Although you may hear stories from different people throughout our presentations that say, hey, I've had success, that's not indicative that you are going to have success. Everyone is different. Everyone brings a different skill set, different work ethic, different hours of availability, different backgrounds, different set of contacts, different, if you're talking about the trading side of our business, you have different tolerance for risk, things of that nature. A lot of things play into it. And so again, anything can happen at any time. I think we all know that. We lived through the coronavirus in 2020. It's like, duh. But the attorneys seem to think maybe you forgot that things can happen, right? And so there we've reminded you. Now, as we get into our presentation, we always like to go back to what I call the core question. And again, I apologize. I literally got off treadmill about 10 minutes ago, and I'm still dripping like you can imagine. And so the core question is, if you had all the time and all the money in the world, what would you do? And if you went and asked most people that question, like, man, I would travel. I would go on adventures. I would delve into my real hobbies and passions. I would spend time with my loved ones. I would live life on my terms. I would do what I want, when I want, with whom I want, any freaking time I want. I would, start living, the life, right? And of course, if you ask most people, how do you get more time? How do you get more money? They don't know. Well, if you ask the author of the best-selling financial book of our era, this is Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He wrote Cash Flow Quadrant. He's written a number of other books. I mean, he is the most celebrated financial author, again, of our era. And he would tell you that 95% of all people are on the wrong track. Now, this is one of those moments I want to just kind of shake the screen, right? I just want to get your attention here for about 2 seconds, okay? And boy, if you guys can't tell, it's tax time. So all of those receipts, right? Taxes are due. So I got piles. I got automotive expenses, travel expenses, airline, hotel, food. I got it all sorted out right here. Anyway, so shake the screen here for a moment and say, realize that when he talks about 95% of all people, not getting to where they want to be, ended up in the financial boneyard. I mean, that's 95 out of 100 people, right? I mean, that's most people we know. I mean, if the weatherman tells you there's a 95% chance of rain, it's going to rain. If they say, hey, there's, which of you are not going to take an umbrella? And so the question is, why are they going to struggle? And it's not because they're unemployed. It's because they either have a job or they own a job, one of the two. They either have a job or own a job. And a job is a wonderful way to put some food on the table. A job is a wonderful way to get a car, to put a roof over your head. A job is a horrible way to get ahead financially. It's a horrible way to create financial lifestyle. And only 5% of the population has figured out how to make money work for them. Hey, you going to work today? No, you're not. No, I got my money making me money. Say what? No, my money's making me money. I don't have to go to work anymore because my money's out there making me money. Or maybe you have a business that works, so you don't have to. See, if you own a McDonald's, as long as you got the teenagers up there serving the burgers, fries, and apple pies, you could be doing anything you want, anytime you want, and the cash flow continues to come in. Of course, the problem is you ain't got the $2 million for a McDonald's, right? So we show you another way to create that same type of income where you can have money that comes in week after week, month after month, irrespective of your day-to-day efforts. You want a business that works so you don't have to. And ideally what you want is both. You want to get to a place where, heaven forbid, you get light beamed off the planet. It's going to happen to all of us one day, hopefully 100 years from now. But at some point, we're going to get, called home, and we're no longer going to be here. And at that moment, you want to have created a business that even though you're no longer alive, your money's still making you money, and that business is still bringing cash flow in every single week, every single month for whoever you decide to leave that to. That is your goal. A job is where you start. This is where you want to finish. And our company specializes in helping people go, from that left-hand side of the quadrant and bringing them over to the right-hand side of the quadrant. Okay. So that's what our entire goal here is. Now, when you look at our company, again, we got a beautiful home office, customer service in English, Spanish, and French. Got started back in 2013, debt-free, paid out millions of commissions all around the globe. Our CEO and founder and his lovely wife, Miss Adela, they are world-class entrepreneurs. In fact, Mr. Hart was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. This goes back to, that's a major financial publication here in the United States. It goes back to, I can't remember when they got started, but way, long time ago. And they recognize him as one of the best entrepreneurs of our era. It doesn't mean he's the best, but he was a runner-up for Entrepreneur of the Year. He's clearly one of the better entrepreneurs on the planet. And so when you got that kind of a situation, his company is going into 3 of the largest industries on the planet. Now, number one, you got the travel space. This is the single largest industry in the world. And understand that, this industry, by the way, is getting ready to boom. People have gone now 14, 16 months where they've not been able to travel. They've been locked down on quarantine. People are now getting vaccinated. I think we're over half the population in the United States that's now been vaccinated, and it's only, April, right? Give it May, give it June, give it July. And you're going to have the majority of the populace that's been vaccinated, and people are just crawling up the walls, just dying to go somewhere. There is a travel boom that is about to happen. Okay. You got to do the sound effect when you do that. There's a travel, what? Boom. And so, just like there was a baby boom. In fact, my father is one of the baby boomers. My father's 75 years old. He was born in 1946. Well, what does that mean? Well, all those boys returning home from war in 1945, after having been gone away from their honey, from their significant other, from their boo, from their wife, whatever name you want to give it, right? When they've been gone, separated from their loved one, for, sometimes 2, 3, 4 years, when they came home, 9 months later, 76 million kids were born. Okay. That's what they call the baby boom, right? Well, there's a travel boom that is about to happen. And you guys are sitting here at the very cusp of the beginning of that boom that's taking off. Secondarily, our company's teaching people how to make money in the foreign exchange marketplace. That's the single largest financial market in the world. By the way, that is a travel related industry, as well as the cryptocurrency marketplaces. In fact, just today, where's my phone? Just today, this morning, I wake up and a lot of you got in on the Ethereum trade. That we get these signals that are sent to our phone every single day. And they say, hey, you got to buy this at this price and sell this at this price, that kind of thing. Well, I got a text today, from a Jeff Miner. Congratulations to you, Jeff. In fact, I'll probably have Jeff on our call tomorrow night. But Jeff wrote, Ethereum trade hits take profit at 2,600, closes out for a 2,700 profit on the day. Great trade idea. Plus, I've got 4 other ideas that are in profit. You guys can see this is timestamped. I wrote awesome down below, right? You can see I got it today. Got it this morning at 7:42 a.m. You can see what he wrote here. It's from Jeff. Jeff Miner right there. So, again, this kind of stuff all the time. We're teaching people how to travel for less, how to travel for free, and how to sit there on the beach and make money, how to sit poolside and make money right on your mobile phone. That is the vision of our company. That is what we are helping people accomplish. We are all about lifestyle. In fact, I've even asked someone recently, say, Todd, well, when do you think you might retire? I'm like, retire? Retire from what? Retire from what? Taking vacations? Retire from hanging out with my buddies? Retire from going to have dinner with some incredible friends tonight? Retire from what? Getting on the phone saying, oh my gosh, did you see that trade? Oh, baby, way to go, Jeff. Retire from, by the way, today's Danny Seguinall's birthday. If you guys know Danny, reach out to Danny, wish him a happy birthday. Me and Danny had a blast on the phone today. We were talking about trades and business and money. I mean, what am I going to do? Retire from that? Retire from calling people up and being a human being saying, hey, can't wait to see you in Punta Cana or do this or do that. I was on the phone this afternoon with Rosa. I was on the phone with Mabel. I was on the phone with Lucci. I was on the phone with Juan Pendis. I was on the phone with, a bunch of the leaders we had there in the Latino market, right? And I mean, we had, going through all kinds of stuff, having a good old time. Hey, you guys coming to Punta Cana? Yeah, we'll see you there. See you on the world tour. You retire from having fun? I mean, why would you ever retire from doing this ever? You wouldn't. And when you begin to realize, wow, I mean, you can really travel for pennies. You can really travel for free. And you can start to make money like Jeff right on your mobile phone. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I mean, this is a lifestyle that you're signing up for, man. I want to be doing that. I want to be getting paid to travel, paid to trade. We call it being a travel trader. Okay. That's travel traders where you can travel anywhere you want, anytime you want, make money right off your mobile phone. A digital nomad is another way of saying that. Now, by the way, I happen to hide all my Forex slides, not on purpose. I was doing a presentation for one of our UK partners, and I forgot that I hid the slides because they wanted me to do a travel Zoom specifically, and I forgot I hid all the slides. So I'm going to kind of ad-lib some of our Forex tonight, although I don't have it up on the screen. But again, this is a travel-related industry. When you look at the Forex and cryptocurrency, it's absolutely exploding. I mean, incredible things are happening. I'll give you a story, an example. He's not part of our company, but he's obviously a representative of what is happening and what's happening for people in our company. And that's my stepbrother. My mother died when I was on my 24th birthday. My father got remarried. And so, of course, I was an adult by the time my father got remarried. And so my stepmother, she had adult children too. And of course, they were all married and children and careers and that kind of stuff. So, but I got a stepbrother and he's been in the military his whole life. He's divorced. So, I mean, he's got alimony payments and, he's got, child support payments. He's on an Army salary. I mean, they don't pay people in the Army very much money. And he started getting involved in the markets and started doing with the cryptocurrencies. And he's built his account up to $1.5 million in a pretty short period of time off an Army person salary. I mean, as a single individual with, again, child support payments and alimony payments, those kind of things. And so I say that again, because he's not in our company, so it's not an income claim, but it's a representative of what's happening in this marketplace. I mean, big time things are happening. This is one of those moments, right? You just want to kind of shake the screen for a second and say, hey, there are big time things happening. And, maybe this is all, kind of happening fast. There's a lot of information. And, of course, this guy is on here. He's still sweating from working out and he's got receipts on his desk and he talks kind of fast, right? And so, if nothing else, I'm just trying to grab your attention here for a moment and say, look, I mean, at a minimum, you got to get back with whoever invited you to be here and delve into what is happening because people are creating unbelievable lifestyles. They're going out there, living dreams, making dreams come true. They're trading, they're creating wealth, they're buying cryptocurrencies. Big time things are happening in that arena. When you look at the Forex marketplace, as I mentioned earlier, that's a travel related industry. It's the single largest financial market in the world, 20 times the size of the New York Stock Exchange, American Stock Exchange, and NASDAQ combined. Again, it's not twice as big. It's not 10 times as big. It is 20 times the size. And that shocks a lot of people. Like, how is this thing so big, so profitable? I know so little about it. And it's because up until a handful of years ago, unless you were a bank, an institution, a wealthy individual, they did not allow average people to participate. Today, if you have a mobile phone and, a $100 bill, you can participate in the single largest financial market in the world. And we have an entire program that helps you do that in English, Spanish, and French. We have all the recorded videos that take you from A to Z. You say, I know nothing about it. I don't even know how to spell Forex. Perfect. You start at video 1, hooked on phonics, ABC 1, 2, 3, right? And it's going to take you all the way to PhD. We have all the FAQs back there. We have the daily market analysis back there. We have people that do live trading every day where you can actually get on with the trader and talk to the trader. You can go back and forth. What about this? What about that? Ask all the questions you ever want to ask. Every day they send out these trade ideas right to our mobile phone. Every one of you, if you're part of it, got the same signal this morning about the Ethereum trade. every one of you could have cashed in on that Ethereum trade in a big, big, big way. I know that, my wife and I made a ton of money on Ethereum today. And so again, I mean, big things are happening in this arena. This is where your money is making you money. Danny, by the way, told me he woke up this morning, it's his birthday, and he said, man, I got to make some money on my birthday. He went in there, he caught the trade late, but he got in on it. And Danny said, well, it's his birthday, right? Made $300 right out of the gate this morning. He's like, all right, now it's my birthday. He did, made 300 to 400. I'll have him on tomorrow night and he can correct it. It's either 300 to 400. I don't want to say 3 if it was 4, and I don't want to say 4 if it was 3. So it was 3 or 4, somewhere in that range. I can't remember what he said. But anyway, so I mean, obviously, again, lots and lots of people are learning how to do this. Everything is there. It's a simple system. We got new stuff coming out all the time, new training materials to help you do it, new videos that walk you through step-by-step how to do that. And then finally, that brings us to our travel. Now, when you look at the travel industry, single largest industry in the world, if you want proof of that, here's a list of the top 10 internet companies on the planet. You can see that not one, but in fact, 2 of those companies are travel companies. And when you say, man, how is it possible these guys are making billions and billions and billions, just like Amazon and Google, when they don't own anything travel related? It's because they have a monopoly. Now, many of us have gone to multiple sites when we're searching travel. You go to Expedia, then you go to hotels.com, then you go to Orbitz and Cheap Tickets and Trivago, and you're going all the various places, right? Trying to make sure you get a good deal, get a good price, not knowing the entire time the same damn company owns every single one of those sites. And you're like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Seriously? Yeah, they own every one of them. I mean, they're literally sitting back laughing, watching you go from site to site. I wonder who they're going to choose. And it's bad enough that you're not price shopping. What's worse is they waste your time because you're on there doing all this data entry and all this searching and navigating all these sites, not knowing that it's the fix was in. And of course, they do it to make you think it's a good deal. I mean, why would they own all these sites? Well, because as you go from site to site to site, if you see about the same price, well, this must be the price because all these different sites say that's the price. Well, let's take a look at head to head what real pricing looks like, because our whole goal is to show you how to save big time money on travel, how to travel for free, and how you can even get paid to travel. And in all the normal activities, right? I mean, whether you're doing cruises, whether you're doing resorts, you're renting cars. So here's a head-to-head comparison. Documentation beats conversation. This is Expedia for the Crystal Cancun Resort. Their price $17.97, our price $11.48. Now that gets some people saying, "Oh, come on, Todd. And these guys are a big company, and there's no way you guys are getting a better rate than Expedia." And I say, you're right. We're not. We're not getting a better rate than Expedia. $11.48 is the rate. That is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to $17.97. No one told them to do that. They did that on their own. And then they did it to all the other sites. You go shop site to site to site and say, well, it must be a good deal. Everyone's got the same price. And they are making billions and billions and billions, just like Google, and they don't own anything travel related. They don't have a cruise ship, car rental agency. They don't even own a hotel room. And they are cashing in and making you do the data entry. You're doing all the work. You're doing all the searching, all the data entry, and they're sitting back just raking money in every time you book. Now, that's one example, right? Well, what about Priceline? They got the Priceline negotiator. Captain Kirk, beam me up, Scotty. He wouldn't do me wrong. Well, here's another head-to-head comparison. This is the Paradise Point Hotel, San Diego, California, 3 nights. You can see their price, $13.07, our price, $665. That means you just saved $641. Well, I mean, break out your calculator for a second here, right? And remember, this is only 3 nights. So you take 641 divided by 3. That means you're saving $213 per night. It's not like Captain Kirk marked it up $20. The captain's got to make money too, right? No, he marked it up $213 a night, right? I mean, this is $641. Now, I don't know about you, but my spouse has got something better to do with $641 in San Diego than give it to Captain Kirk and Spock, right? And so again, I mean, this is just another example. Now, as good as all of this is not what made us boom and spread all across the world. It's this. It's our Dreamcation platform. This is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how to have not one, but multiple dream vacations per year. And we have 2 different kinds of vacations. We have getaways and world tours. Now, our getaways, we have 2,000 resorts all around the world. We've got them in Africa. We've got them in all over Europe. We've got them in the Canary Islands, which is Europe. We've got them in the Caribbean, is what I meant to say. We've got them in South America, Central America, the United States, Canada. You want to go to the Philippines, Fiji? I mean, where do you want to go? We've got 2,000 resorts. You simply go on there, choose your place, choose your date, hit search. It's going to pull up all the different places. You can see the weeks. You can see the places, you can see the reviews, you can see the amenities. You can choose whether you want a normal room, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom. You have all these travel points that are building up from being part of our membership. You take the points, you apply it, and you go have a vacation. Well, what does that mean in real terms? Well, it means that if you join as a platinum member today, 90 days from today, okay? So basically May, June, July. At the end of July, you could go to Cabo San Lucas as an example. You could actually go to one of 2,000 resorts, but this is one of those resorts where you could go for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing, nada, goose egg, zilch, cero dinero. It translates in every language, free, okay? You can go there for nothing by simply trading in your points. Now, if you want to get a 1-bedroom, let's say you want to go experience the magic of Disney, and you say, you know what, I want a full kitchen with pots and pans and silverware and blenders and toasters and full-size refrigerator, dishwasher, washer, dryer. I want a dining room, a living room. I want a couch and a flat screen TV with a fireplace, a balcony with a magnificent view. I want a separate bedroom. I want a jacuzzi tub in the bedroom. Now it's the honeymoon suite, right? I mean, I want all these things. What's that going to cost me, Todd? Well, you ain't getting it for free. No, you ain't getting that for free. That's going to cost you $1 a night. That's right, $1 per night. Go there for 7 nights, 8 days, going to cost you $7. And if you don't have the $7, get with whoever invited you to be here and they will loan it to you. Okay. And I say that affectionately to point out that we're simply trying to remove every barrier that might be between you and wanting to go live the life of your dreams. As I mentioned earlier, my mother, my mom and dad both worked hard, like a lot of you. My father was a policeman. My mother drove the mass transit district, which is funny because she was like 5 foot with her hair poofed. Right? She had a little poof on her hair so that she'd be 5 foot. You take away the poof, she's 4'11". And I mean, she had to wear these special shoes just so she could reach the pedals. She actually had a guy one time refuse to get on her bus because he looked at her and like this big old 40-foot bus, and she's looking at this little bitty thing. My mom like, no offense, I'll take the next one. So my mom drove the bus. My dad was a policeman, but they both had 2 or 3 extra jobs. My mom ran the Champaign Police Benevolent Association. My dad did security for the Holiday Inn. He did security for a place called Plasti Pack. He did security for Sears. He was always working these extra jobs. I mean, we did this so that we could have, the middle class lifestyle, right? Make ends meet. Well, my mom and dad were both hard workers, right? Which is great. And then, of course, mom and dad always planned, hey, one day we're going to do this and one day we're going to do that. But then my mom, when she was 48, got pancreatic cancer. The same thing that just killed Ruth Gaynor Ginsburg, the Supreme Court justice. It took out Steve Jobs, took out Patrick Swayze. I mean, nobody survives pancreatic cancer. And I mean, just one of those things that happen. And she was 48. So she actually died. She was 49 when she actually died on my 24th birthday. But that kind of instilled in me that moment of like, you can't live your life thinking that someday I'll do this and someday I'll do that. You have to get off that island of someday I'll and realize that life is in fact short, and you want something you want to start doing now. You want to start living now. And what you see with our company is a way of making those dreams come true, because you're going to find out in a couple of moments that you can get involved in our company and our membership, right? And you're like, yeah, Todd, but there's a fee, right? Yeah, but you can go tell 3 other people and then the entire thing's free. So that's what attracts so many people to our company, like Mahmouda. And we typically bring Mahmouda on a night like tonight, but tonight I got to kind of hop off pretty quick because I got to go to dinner. But I mean, if I brought Mahmouda on from the UK, she would tell you that, yeah, the reason I got involved is I love to travel and I wanted to travel for free. That was the attraction to the company. So I joined the company so I could travel for pennies, but I told 3 other people, which means I got my membership free. Now I'm traveling for free. And then as your 3 tell 3 because they want to travel for free, and then their 3 tell 3 because they want to travel for free. Well, now you can begin to earn money in our compensation program. Now, what does it cost to get involved in the company? Well, we have 3 different levels of membership. We have our basic membership, our titanium membership, and our platinum membership. I call it small, medium, and best, right? Starts at $39 a month, goes to $69 a month, goes to $125 per month. And as I mentioned a moment ago, if you decide to become a partner in our company, it's a $49 fee, right? That covers your replicated website, your ID number, your back office, your training. The company pays all the paychecks, does all the 1099s, does everything for you, right? If you pay that fee, you can now share the company with 3 other people, and 3 other people come on board and they buy the same level of membership as you. You're now earning more than you're spending. So let me go back to the sign up page. Maybe you decide to do our trading, right? Say, man, Todd, tell me more about that cryptocurrency stuff. Tell me more about that guy that made $3,500 today and he's still got other trades in action. Tell me about Danny who made $300-400 today. I mean, tell me how that works. Hey, that's $99 one time. I mean, $99 down and then $99 a month. Okay. So $99 today, $99 a month, but you tell 3 other people about it. You're now earning more than you're spending, then you get your membership for free. If you do the platinum membership, you tell 3 other people, you now have your membership for free. Now, let me go back to the platinum membership. If you do a platinum membership, you're getting 3 to 4 actual vacations per year. Now, why is there a variable? Well, because it's all based on what kind of vacation you take. If you're taking the 2 bedrooms, right, those are more expensive than the basic room. If you're going on world tours, which I kind of skipped over a second ago, but we have amazing world tours. My wife and I just booked Punta Cana. We're going there for 5 days. We have a oceanfront room. We have a 2-story room, by the way. All the food, all the booze, everything, 5-star resort. Total price for my wife and I, it's $150 each. Okay, for each of us. So it's $299 total. Understand that we can't go anywhere for 5 days and eat for $299. I mean, we're talking about a 5-star resort with high-end dining and the pools and all the drinks and everything. I mean, you're lucky to go to a high-end restaurant today. You know, for my wife and I, it costs $200 plus with tip, right? For one night. We're gonna be there 5 days plus the room. And I mean, again, it's unbelievable deal. We had tons of people that booked Dubai because you can go to Dubai for 5 days at the Conrad. It's a 5-star resort, and it was only $89 for all 5 days to be at a 5-star resort in Dubai at the Conrad. If you just Google Conrad Dubai, and you'll understand. And he's like, holy crap. Well, they just announced, they have not officially announced it, but they announced that in September, I'm not going to give out the date yet because Maria might be watching, but in September, right? Early September, I'm the best leak in the business. Think before the 15th, early September, in Dubai, they're booking another world tour there. It's going to be amazing. I don't have the name of the place, don't have the specific dates. I know that it's oceanfront, so I'm giving you more than I probably should, right? There's another one getting booked that you're gonna be able to go on. There's tons of people that sign up for Montego Bay, for Cancun. We're going to Rome. We're taking our middle daughter to Rome. We're taking our youngest daughter to Dubai. We're taking our oldest daughter and our grandsons and our son-in-law to Punta Cana. I think my wife and I are going to Hawaii. We're going to Cancun, and who knows what else, right? I mean, guys, who wants to live this lifestyle? Who wants to travel the world for nothing and make money on your mobile phone as you go, right? Being a trader. And again, to get signed up, you can sign up for the travel, you can sign up for the trading, or you can sign up for both and be a travel trader. If you go out and tell 3, you're now earning more than you're spending. You're getting the product for free. Well, let's assume you tell 4. Well, we have a binary compensation program. Binary meaning 2. You can only have one person on your left, one person on your right. So if you were to sponsor, let's say, since I brought her name up a moment ago, Mahmouda's on your left. And let's say you sponsor me, I'm on your right. Well, let's say that you bring in Howard and you put Howard below Mahmouda. Well, Mahmouda doesn't know Howard and Howard doesn't know Mahmouda. But if Howard goes out and builds a huge team, Mahmouda is going to get paid on that team and the daily compensation program exactly the same as you. And if Howard's team begins to spread around the world, Mahmouda is going to benefit off all of those people. Well, then you bring people on that go down below some of Howard's people, and Mahmouda brings some people on that go down below some of your people. And I mean, everyone's building straight down, 2 legs, building straight down. And so what it means is that all those other people are getting the benefit of, so you're putting people at the very bottom and all those people in between get the benefit of all of that volume. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Okay. Now back to the pay program. Let's assume you sponsor 4. You got a total of 2 on your left, 2 on your right. You help them get a couple people each. Let's assume they do our medium-sized travel package with the trading package. That's a titanium travel trader. Well, you're now earning $400 to $700 a month. Well, if you can then go out and help them get a couple people each, you become a 2-star director. You now get a championship ring, like you see on my finger this very moment. You're now making minimum $1,500 a month. You're probably closer to the $2,000 a month range. Could be high as $2,500 a month, but we're going to split the difference, call it a couple grand a month. Now, how did you get here? Well, I sponsored 4. I'm enjoying everything for free. I helped my 4 get a couple people each, right? Now I'm making $400 to $700 a month. I helped them get a couple people each, and I'm making a couple grand a month. We're in a championship ring. Well, if you can go out and help 1 or 2 people in each leg get one of these rings, do what you just did, you now become a 3-star director, making $30,000 to $40,000 per year. You are now car eligible. You can get a Mercedes, a Tesla, a Range Rover, right? whatever your dream car happens to be. Now, this is a picture of my wife and her dream car. She went and got the Grand Coupe i6 BMW. This is an absolutely, gorgeous car, freakishly fast. She happens to absolutely love this car. I happen to absolutely love this car payment. It's called Zero, right? And so the cars you drive for free, for some reason, seem to drive better than the ones you have to pay for. I don't know why that is. It just is, right? Anyway, so you can get your dream car by simply becoming a 3-star director. Now, how'd you become a 3-star? I went out and got 4. I'm enjoying free vacations, free trading. I helped my 4 get a couple people each. I'm making $400 to $700 a month. I helped them get a couple people each. I'm making $2,000 a month. We're in a championship ring. I helped 1 or 2 people in each leg get their championship ring. I'm now driving a brand new BMW. I'm making $30,000 to $40,000 a year. If I can help 1 more person each leg get 1 of these championship rings, I now become a 4-star director, and I'm making $50,000 to $60,000 per year. That's more than the average American worker, more than the average European worker, and it's more than 51% of the food franchises. That's right. Subway, McDonald's, Burger King, Dunkin' Donuts, whatever food franchise comes to your mind, 51% of them make less than $50,000 per year. Even after putting up $250,000, putting up $400,000 to buy a franchise, they're still making less than our 4-star directors. How did you become a 4-star director? Well, I went out and got 4. I'm enjoying free vacations. I'm enjoying free travel. I'm enjoying free trading, right? I helped my 4 get a couple people each. I'm making $400 to $700 a month. I helped them get a couple people each. I'm making a couple grand a month. We're in a championship ring. I went out and helped 1 or 2 people in my left and right leg do the exact same thing. I'm driving a brand new BMW. I helped 1 more person each leg do the same thing. I'm now making more money than the schmuck that put up $250,000 for a Subway. And I say that respectfully. I'm just trying to say it for effect, right? Because obviously entrepreneurs would drive our economy. I respect anybody who delves into entrepreneurialism. I'm simply trying to make the point that he had to put up $250,000 just to buy the license. That doesn't even include the food, the bread. It doesn't include the napkins, the straws. It doesn't include the little sign on the door that says Subway, we're now open. It doesn't include any of that. That's just for the license. 1,800 went out of business last year, by the way. 1,800 Subways went down, right? And again, I'm not celebrating that. So, business is tough, right? I'm simply trying to point out that you can get started here for peanuts. And your worst case scenarios, you're going on some amazing trips and learning to trade. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to put up $250,000. You don't have to have a Subway that's open from early in the morning till late at night. And I don't know if you know this, but those teenagers don't always show up for their shift. Sometimes they're like, I'm not coming in. So you have to go down to the store, even at some of the most inconvenient moments. I'm sorry, it's grandma's birthday. You got to go down to the store. I'm sorry, it's your kid's birthday. I got to leave the party, honey. I got to go mind the Subway. We got $250,000 on the line. That you don't own a business, thing owns you, right? I'm just simply doing that comparison. That in no time at all, you're making the same money as the Subway guy. Now, if you can go out there and help 1 or 2 more people get 1 of these rings, you now become an ambassador. You're making twice as much as the Subway guy. You're making in the 6-figure neighborhood, okay? And your team is only 250 people. Now, why is that significant? Because I can tell you that in 99% of the companies out there, it takes a team of 500 people to make $2,000 a month. I'll say that again. 500 people to make $2,000 a month in 99% of the companies. But I just showed you a team of 250 people to make a 6-figure income. So would you rather have to build 500 people for $2,000 a month or 250 people for 6 figures? 250 for 6 figures, Jack, right? So I'm just trying to do that side-by-side comparison to help you understand why we're fired up, why we're excited, why what we're doing is spreading, why it's impacting so many people around the globe. As your team continues to grow, so can your income. You can become a 1-star ambassador, 2-star ambassador, 3-star ambassador. Then they give you this watch. We have a ladies version too, but this is the Omega 3. That's the same watch James Bond wears in all the movies, right? It's an $8,000 watch, by the way. We also happen to have, in addition to the car bonus, the watch bonus, we have ambassador pools, direct sales bonuses, coded bonuses. We have the ambassador annual vacation. This can go all the way up to $3,200 a day, $96,000 per month, plus all the bonuses, plus whatever you're making in the Forex marketplace, plus whatever you're making in the cryptocurrency marketplace, right? And so this is truly a way for you to go out and have a better life and understand that a better life requires a better way, which is why we invite you to join Trevorium today. And so again, not our usual presentation tonight. Obviously, I'm here a little sweaty, got my receipts for tax time. We got some guests in town, so I got to hop in the shower and head out to dinner. We normally bring on some guests for you to hear from, but we'll be back tomorrow night with our Forex experts. We'll have some stories then. We'll be back on Thursday night. We'll have some stories then. People that you can hear from. But again, this is impacting countless people. Companies rock solid. We're fired up. It's amazing. We just had a record month last month in sales, and the travel boom is just beginning. So I hope every single one of you maximize your opportunity and your chances with our company. With that, I appreciate you guys being here tonight. Again, tomorrow night, we'll be here with the Forex Gurus. Okay. That is at 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. And so tune in from Mahmoud. That's 2 a.m. If you're in France, and we get some of our French team on here, that's 3 a.m. If you are in the French Polynesian Islands, we get Luana and some other people on there sometimes. I think that is 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I have to double check that one. Anyway, with that, have a great evening and God bless. Bye, everybody.